Let's talk about the difference between browse versus search on YouTube videos. And we know that the browse is basically what YouTube shows you when you show up. It's kind of browse algorithm. And that's where people want to be if you're trying to grow your YouTube channel. So if that's your goal, then you want to pay attention to browse because that is a way that YouTube will show your videos to people who aren't even searching. And you do want to get a lot of traffic from that if your goal is to grow a very large YouTube channel. If you only want to use your YouTube channel for search, which is basically my goal for most of my channels, just because of the way that YouTube treats my subject matter and what YouTube thinks about cake decorating as a topic, what YouTube thinks about e-commerce online as a topic. They think it's get rich quick. So what I do is I try to focus on search and just posting videos that my customers will be able to see if I send them to that video to answer a question that they have and that kind of thing. So my goal on my channel is to have videos that my customers might find in, or not even necessarily my customers, but just people that haven't heard of my business, that they would find if they search for it on a search engine. The video will then come up in the search engine. They'll come to my YouTube channel. They'll learn about my business. They'll get to know me because I'm on the video. And that's my goal with my YouTube channel. Okay. My YouTube channel is not, none of my YouTube channels, honestly, I don't aim them at browse, although they are shown in browse because they, the videos get played. YouTube will then show them to people through the browse algorithm. So it does happen that they are shown in browse, but that's not my primary goal. Whenever I do a video, I'm thinking of a search term that people might be typing in or a question that someone has asked me. For example, these videos are because I was doing another video and I said, if you want to know about YouTube, let me know. People said, yes, I want to know about YouTube. So I'm answering a question. These videos are to answer a question. They're not necessarily intended for YouTube to spread throughout their system, although that is going to happen because that's how YouTube works. So that's a secondary thing for me, though. All right, so I'm going to go over and show you a few different channels of from people in my eShop program, and you might know some of them, or at least one. The first channel we're looking at is Bill's. Now, Bill is our moderator for the lives on my other channel every Tuesday. And so you guys probably know him if you have watched any of those. He makes ornaments. They're not just for Christmas, but it's holidays. Right? So any holiday, he makes ornaments. Like this one is for Halloween. This one is patriotic. So there are different holidays that he makes ornaments for, but it's all the bead and sequin ornaments. Now, Bill has a variety of videos on his channel, and the primary ones seem to be kind of, I think these are search based. I would say these are search based. Let's look at this one though. Okay, so this is a podcast type video where he's talking craft fair season review. I doubt that people are searching for craft fair season review. Okay, so this is probably more of a browse video. This isn't the kind of thing someone's going to come to YouTube and search for, but they might, I don't know, but they will watch it if they see it in their browse features. YouTube is suggesting it to them and they're interested in that. And maybe there's somebody who has searched for videos about craft fairs. And so YouTube will suggest this to them in that capacity, just kind of on that topic. But that's the kind of thing, this video is going to be found in browse probably more than in search. This one I would say is a search video because Easter tiered tray decor is something that people would search for, and this might come up in search. So this could probably come up in search engines like Google. It would probably work on Pinterest if people are searching for that over there because Pinterest is a search engine. But this is more of a search video. Okay. This also is probably a search video, but I would also say that this is just here for customers. And this is probably what's going to happen. Someone will find Bill's videos either through a search or through a suggestion. They'll come to the channel and they'll say, oh, what's this? And then they watch this, they see the ornaments, and then they're interested. They get to know Bill a little bit by watching one of the videos where he's talking. So all of these videos work together to kind of build a community, even though some of them are more search based. That's how you get people in. You get people to your channel by using search more than browse, especially when you're first starting. And other people might say differently. That's fine. But this is what my experience has shown me, that you really want to focus on search first, but you also want to have some things in there that YouTube might suggest that might interest people. and bring them to your channel that way. The next channel is Shadow Myths Dark Art. Now, this is a channel that is dedicated to Shadow Myths Art, which is a business owned by Dougie. And he does, I think he was on one of the Etsy shop reviews that I did in the past on this channel. But he does dark art and he does original oil paintings. I think they're oil. I believe they're oil. Yes, it says oil painting right here. So duh. Yeah. So they're original oil paintings. And each one of his paintings has a story behind it, but then they're designed so that you can look at it and make up your own story. You know, it's going to mean something different to everyone who looks at the paintings. But he had the idea that he's going to go in and do a video about every one of the paintings that he makes, just to give people an idea about the story behind it. It might intrigue them. It might make them interested in seeing more of the other videos. And he sells prints of these of his artwork, and they're on different products and that kind of stuff. So these I would say are probably browse videos, I would guess, because I doubt people are searching for creepy story idea where B finally finds acceptance. You know, that's not something someone's going to type into a search engine. But if somebody sees this in the browse suggestions and they're interested in it, that's where they're going to find these videos. Also, these are here for Dougie's customers to come and see what new artwork he has. Because I know he has a lot of return customers who really like his artwork and they buy prints of everything that he does. And this is the kind of thing that they would come back to see more of, especially because he's on the videos. He's in the videos talking. This is a really good way to let your customers get to know who you are. And it's the same thing with Bill's videos that he had up. This is a really good way to let your customers get to know you and to get to know your process and get to know your thoughts about your own artwork. And that makes them feel like they are closer to your business and they will like you more. Video cuts right through the know, like, trust. If you're not familiar with that term, know, like, trust. People have to know who you are or that your business even exists. They have to like you, and then they have to trust you before they're going to buy from you. Okay. This is a very old phrase. I did not make that up. It's been around for decades, if not centuries. I don't know. But video will make people cut right through that. It'll shorten the time where they get to know you just from watching one video. They're either going to like you or not, and they'll trust you after they watch a few videos and you're like, okay, I'll buy this. And then after that, you give them good customer service, you ship a good product, and then they will trust you more and they'll come back and be a return customer. So I would say that these videos are more browse, but you could also, people will search for these if they know you. They're going to subscribe. They're going to see them in, they're going to search for your artwork. But this is primarily browse for the initial introduction. This channel is Cindy's. Her business is called The Scrapologist, and she does scrapbooking. So it's junk journals, scrapbooking pages. I'm not sure what the difference between scrapbooking and junk journals is, but I think to me, it's the same thing. It's probably not. But she has a lot of different types of videos. A lot of them are kind of demos of the products. This is showing a product that she's actually made for someone. So that's all it is. It's a flip through and people can look at the book. And it's the kind of thing where you can send a customer, like they say, what does this book look like? You can send them to a video of it. They can see exactly what it is, and then they will be more comfortable buying from you. She also does tutorials. This is a tutorial, I believe. This is how to make something. Let's see, junk journals on a budget. So this is another video that she has that she shows you how to make something. Here's an ASMR. It's just time in the studio. So she has a lot of different videos. Now you'll notice that it's mostly her hands on camera. So for people who say, I don't want to be on camera, you don't have to be, okay? And a lot of it is going to depend on your niche. Are people on camera a lot? Maybe not. Maybe it's just an overhead camera and they can see what you're doing to work. I think it's good to be on camera sometimes, like on Dougie's and Bill's, they are on camera. And like I said, that will cut through the know, like, trust really quickly. But if you're on camera and you're talking, people do get to know who you are. Her face is here. Her face is in some of these videos. I know that she does have some videos where she's in them, like this one, she's on the thumbnail. So she's not hiding behind the camera, but for this subject matter, it actually is good to have a shot of the desk with what you're doing with it. I'm trying to think what else to say about this. Okay, I do know what to say about this. There's a big scrapbooking community on YouTube because there are a lot of tutorials that go with it. Okay. And I will say that Cindy makes handmade books. Okay. She's a bookbinder, really. She's not just doing scrapbooking. So a lot of her tutorials are about bookbinding and that kind of thing. But if you have a topic that is already big on YouTube, you can 100% leverage that and get those people's audiences to find yours by going and looking at their channels to see what's working and what isn't working. And, to do that, you want to sort by popular videos, you want to sort by oldest, and you want to see what's working now. Don't look at a video that says it's got 10 million views. Oh, but it's 15 years old. You need to look at stuff that's working in the last 6 months or so, just to get an idea about, is this topic still interesting for people and that kind of stuff. And don't copy people's videos. That's not what I'm saying. But you can get an idea about what kind of topics are working on YouTube right now. And they're, like I said, a big scrapbooking audience on YouTube. And because of that, you can be found in search and you can be found in browse. And you don't necessarily need to focus on one or the other, but I would pay attention to both. Okay. It's a little tricky to do that, but it's not really. You just have to make sure you're using good keywords in your title and description, and that the thumbnail is interesting so that when people see this as a suggestion in browse, they will click on it. This is also a really good way to get people to go to another platform where you have a community or a group. Like you could have a Facebook group where people can join. Cindy has a Patreon account where she has people who have memberships. So if you know that there is an existing community already on YouTube, it's a really good idea to focus on both browse and on search, because those people are there already. And if you can get them to your channel where you then give them good videos and you give them good value, they're going to appreciate that. They're going to come back, they're going to subscribe, and you can then move them to other places if you want them to join a Facebook group or whatever it is. So those are some examples of accounts that use both browse and search. I'm going to show you my cake channel now, and primarily I focus on search. This is my cake decorating channel. All right, so this is my channel that's connected to my website. The purpose of this channel is search. I focus on search only, and I will tell you why I have some here that I would say are browse. Okay, these are browse videos because I was trying to get the channel monetized after years, or it's probably been about a year that I've been this far away from having the watch hours. Because to get a channel monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours for ads to be on your channel. There are some lower levels of monetization where you can do other things, and you can look all that up. I would say that when you're first getting started, do not have being monetized your primary goal, because it takes a long time to build up the subscribers. And unless you're going to go in there and really work on it, it's hard to get monetized really quickly. A lot of people who have an existing audience can get monetized very quickly. And I see videos on YouTube, I got monetized in 2 weeks. Well, those people already had a channel with 1 million subscribers and they just told people about the new one. So it's not, it's difficult. I wouldn't plan on that being the reason that you're on YouTube. But there are reasons to get monetized. And the main one, which sounds a little strange, is that you can then control how many ads are on your channel, because YouTube now can put ads on a channel that is not monetized, and you have no control over where they are. YouTube keeps all of the ad money, but you can't control how many ads are on your channel. So you might have a 12-minute video and YouTube puts 3 or 4 ads in the middle of it. If you're not monetized, you can't take them out. Okay. So I wanted to get monetized so that I can go and take those ads out, because I don't like a ton of mid-roll ads, and YouTube really wants to put those in the middle of the videos. So what I did, because I literally, I had like 3,860 watch hours and it's in the past 365 days. So every day it rolls over, you lose the hours from the previous 365 day, right? But that one day drops off and all the watch hours on the new day comes in. So it wasn't moving very much. It was going very slow. And I said, I'm just going to get this channel monetized and I'm going to be able to control the ads at that point. So what I did is I went in to see which videos were working. Okay. So on my channel, I have a lot of video. Well, I'll show you the playlist. I have a lot of videos. It's wafer paper demos, cake decorating, wafer paper flowers, silicone mold demos. I probably should just get rid of this playlist because I don't sell silicone molds anymore, but it's okay. It's still they can get the mold somewhere. I'm not going to get rid of the channel. I'm not too worried about it. But those, and then I have product videos, edible ink printers, wedding cakes and cake business. I probably can get rid of this one. Gum paste and fondant, cookie decorating and baking, and product reviews. Those are my playlists. The one that gets the most search traffic is edible ink printers, okay? Because people are constantly searching, should I get one? Are they worth it? How do I fix it? And those are the messages that I get is, how do I fix this stupid printer that won't print the right color? So what I did is I went in and I did one, let me see, I'm going to go to the homepage. I did, and this was about 2 months ago, are edible ink printers worth it? I did that video because I know that people search for are edible ink printers worth it? So I knew that that was going to get some traffic. It would get some watch hours. It's a little bit longer. It's a 9-minute video. And in general, I'll show you what I post on this channel, but it's very short. I did a live stream. Okay. I did a live stream about selling cake decorations online. And I know that that is going to be a longer watch time because it's half an hour long. Okay. I did a video with my salty opinion about AI images for cakes because it's filling Pinterest. It drives me nuts. I did a video stolen listing photos, and this is actually important for people to know. And these are all aimed at customers. You notice that all of these videos are aimed at customers or people who want to start their own businesses just for the live stream. But see, this, I would not do this except that it was for the watch hours. I wanted to increase that watch hour time so that I would get over that 4,000 hour mark. This is not the topic that I usually talk about. This is aimed at customers. This is aimed at customers. This is aimed at other people that want to get a printer, which is probably customers because they're like, I could do this myself. Okay. But those are, see, that was 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago. That was when I was monetizing this channel. Normally what I do on this channel, and I remember I had moved a whole bunch of things. If you haven't watched, I think it was the first video or the second video in this series. I used to have all of my cake decorating videos on what is now my channel with the lives and the podcast. I moved all of them over here separately so that YouTube would know what the topic of the channel was about. And generally all that I do on this channel is I show stuff, right? So here's food coloring. I actually here's a food coloring review. I tested food coloring here. I'm showing the 3 different colors that they make. I'm showing how to cut out the butterflies, so I'm kind of showing how to work with the products. And that's basically what I do on this channel. It's just short videos for customers. And then I use these in other places. So, I put these on Amazon. I put them on my website. I have a website that's a baking blog. It's just, I do it for fun. And I'm doing a whole series about food coloring and comparing the different food coloring. So I have articles about which is the best blue food coloring or which one makes the best teal color. What do they look like? It's that kind of stuff. But that's basically what I do. These are from Pinterest. I can tell because that's the Pinterest template. And I just downloaded them from Pinterest. I uploaded them to YouTube. So I'm just using that again. These are for customers, how to work with the wafer paper. I have, let's see, I have how to make wafer paper flowers. That's for people. I've got still a lot of the silicone mold stuff. These videos, it says 2 years ago. I probably did this about 15 years ago, at least 10 years ago, because look, my hair is not white at that point. But these are the videos that I moved over from my other channel. This is about 5 pairs of glasses ago. And this is in the office that I used to rent when I did cake tastings. But it's an interesting topic for people who are choosing wedding cakes. All right. So all of these videos are basically for customers or for cake decorators who are trying to do things. They're little tutorials. They're this, they're that. A lot of these still show up in search results on search engines. And that's why I leave them. Okay. Because I want people to come to the channel. I want them to be searching for something, how to shape wafer paper butterflies for cakes. I think this one shows up. I know that this one shows up in search results a lot. So it depends on what you're searching for, but they will show up. A lot of this, like how to use wafer paper. And this is basically how do you put the wafer paper sheets on the cake? I get customers all the time who ask me, how do I do this? I would like to buy this, but I'm not sure if I can do it. I send them to this video because it's showing me doing it. It's showing me actually doing the process. I show them how to do it, and then they're not afraid to do it, and then they buy the product. Okay. So that's why I use this channel is I do this channel for customers basically to show the products, to review things. It's all linked. I use the videos in multiple places, and it's not super planned out. Okay, I know that this video shows up in Google search results. I know that these do because I have found them there before, and it depends on what you're searching for. So y'all can go over there and look for it, see what you search for, see what comes up. But I know that if you search for this specific, it's called the Nifty 50 set. I did not make that name up. Okay. I didn't make that up. That's what the company calls it because there's 50 in there. But they call this the Nifty 50. And if you search for that, I think it does come up in Google the last time I checked. So, this is like a footprint. You're putting a footprint out there. I just concentrate on search. And basically, when I make a product video for Etsy, I'll upload it here. And if we go over to the shorts tab, because they're so short, they all show up in shorts. Okay, YouTube automatically makes a video that's less than a minute into a short. I would just upload them as a video, but they upload them as shorts. And I don't expect anybody to see this. I don't expect anybody to watch these because shorts really are for entertainment. This is not my intention here. My intention here is search. If someone is searching for Americolor teal food coloring and they see this, they're going to watch it because that's a specific question that they have. What does it look like? But people do watch. This has got 240 views. I know that's not a lot for shorts, but they get shown. YouTube shows them to people. And then if someone is searching for it, that's the person that I want to be able to see it. But like I said, if somebody says, what does this look like on a cake? I can show them, I can send them here. And they do ask me that. I have some of these show me actually putting the set together. I think that's probably in the video section. I know that I have like a demo, I think it's mermaid dots. How long does it take to make a simple mermaid cake decoration? Okay, I did this video specifically for when people ask me online, how do I do this? I can send them here. I don't have to type it out again. A video is much easier for people to follow. And that's why I do this channel. It's for customers. It's for search. It's not necessarily for browse, but like I showed you the shorts, YouTube shows those to people. That's not my intention, but it's a byproduct. So it does, it does work. So you need to understand the difference between browse and search. And in the next video, I'll talk about what types of videos you would put in each one, although you probably just got a pretty good idea, but I'll do that in the next video. So watch that. Give this one a thumbs up before you leave, and I will talk to you in a bit.